People ask me, like, do you forgive Ned for what he did?
Does
And I mean,
she?
the answer is no, absolutely not. No.
Shit. I'm not gonna lie, like, if someone cheated on me, I can't forgive them. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon. Stay busy. Back at you with another video. And today we are reacting to he cheated on his wife and then made a podcast about it. So we're just gonna hop right into the video.
3 years ago, cheated on my wife with my producer.
Damn. Cheated on his. Oh. Wait, is this the BuzzFeed guy back in the day? Like, they had like those 4 dudes on BuzzFeed, if you guys remember. I'll pop them up on the screen over here to the left for the YouTube video. And I remember they just ended for whatever reason, and it was because of cheating. This is him. This is that guy.
Presented myself as a kind of wife guy.
Wow!
I betrayed my spouse, co-workers.
He does
friends,
look
family,
hurt though.
And I betrayed you.
Not only did you having an affair just it shattered our marriage, but it also all of that guilt and shame, you like hoisted that on me. Like you gave that to me. And now I have to carry that around for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position. It's certainly not true.
What?
And no, it's not something that I imagined as I was doing.
Wait, can we rewind? I'm confused. Okay.
And I betrayed you.
Not only did you having an affair just it shattered our marriage, but it also all of that guilt and shame, you like hoisted that on me. Like you gave that to me. And now I have to carry that around for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position. It's certainly not true.
What?
And no, it's not something that I imagined as I was doing that.
I'm not gonna lie, he just need to shut the fuck up. Cause I feel like I know what he's trying to do. Like he's trying to, like he feels like he can't say nothing because that's just as bad. But honestly, I think sometimes the best thing in this situation is to say nothing. But he's trying to somewhat explain himself and be like, hey, like I don't think that's fair that people would make you feel that way or that you're less of a woman because of what I did, something like that. But he fucking up. Like he's just talking too much. It's kind of like when you don't need to over explain yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I think none of it was.
Just take me out of the group chat. Just take me out the group chat. I don't know why this happens, but just take me out the group chat. We as a society have this fascination with being added to group chats. Now, whether we do it voluntarily or involuntarily, it just continuously happens. And this time is no different than any other situation. Now, we've seen celebrities cheat before and we be added to the group chat of their discussion. I'm thinking of the Red Table Talk with August Alsina.
Jada and Will's the craziest thing ever, bro. Like, yo, I don't even know. I don't know how Will Smith does it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how he does it. Like, till this day, Jada talks about Tupac, bro. And this nigga been dead for over 20 years. And on top of that, did you guys see, like, let's go to the past real quick. Let's go to the past. Did you guys see that? What's their daughter's name? I forget. But even their daughter wrote a message to Tupac, and in the message it had, "Oh, my mom misses you so much. Can you come back?" That is fucking foul. Like that is like wow.
Cena, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Will Smith with the entanglement situation. Now, this situation is similar, but also kind of different. That one had Jada Pinkett Smith, the woman in the situation, cheating and displaying that she was the narcissist of Will Smith, but also kind of exposed that he was a narcissist as well. This time, it is Ned from the Try Guys and his wife exposing how Ned is a narcissist. Maybe also his wife is? I don't know. Maybe it's more similar than I thought. Kind of got to be a narcissist in order to do your relationship content out there like this very intimate moment. Now, the reason why this fiasco that happened 3 years ago back in 2022 is so big is because the Try Guys were a staple on YouTube, one of the bigger channels with 8 million subscribers, part of the collective on BuzzFeed.
Because they started from BuzzFeed. Yes, I told you, these motherfuckers, bro, these niggas, bro.
See, they were some of the most authentic content on the platform. Now, back in 2020, Ned got outed as cheating with his engaged secretary at the time and was ultimately voted out of the collective group.
Ned Fulmer is no longer working with the Try Guys.
Suffice to say, we found that Ned had engaged in conduct unbecoming of our team, and we knew that we could not move forward with him. So on Friday, September 16th, the three of us signed written consent of the members of Second Try LLC approving the removal of Ned as a manager and an employee.
Now, any normal situation, you could probably get away with a little cheating, but there were two things that made this crossover into a boundary that was probably way over the top. And first, there was the fact that, you know, it dealt with somebody who was an employee, which is a super conflict of interest. And two, Ned was a wife guy. Like, that's what he claimed to be. He was a my wife, 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 my wife type of dude. Now, naturally, this would rock the community. A staple, a guy who claimed to be a wife guy, a guy and a girl who people thought were just the pinnacle.
You know what's crazy too? I know when everybody felt that. Like for me back then, I didn't really give a fuck. It was just like, damn, he cheated. Da, da, da. But I guess like for people who really like had something that they really felt something inside them that they were kind of like the Try Guys, or just even people who were fans of them, like women who are fans of them, men who are fans of them, they probably just feel betrayed, you know, because like he put up this persona that he's this loyal husband, this family man, and then he just fucking, you know, they catch him out fucking other bitches. You know,
full of relationship success, which I think is pretty strange that people tether themselves to these celebrity relationships. But nonetheless, this kind of hurt a lot of people. But I promise you, it did not hurt worse than listening to the cringe cast that they put on when they came back together. One of the weirdest things, but the thing that I love most about the internet is that, especially of these people who exist on the internet, you're gonna get both sides. The performance that is put on in this podcast, though, is one worth watching because it's just one of the strangest things that I consumed on a rather boring weekend.
All of that guilt and shame, you like hoisted that on me. And now I have to carry that around for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position. We've like redefined our relationship not as partners that are romantic partners. Yeah. Those sort of like, you know, family or platonic partners and pals. If you want to say pals.
Pals is crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Like
Don't Google me.
Don't Google me. You
Just
probably don't want to Google me.
Get to know me first. Really, you don't want to be just sort of seen as the sum of your mistakes for me or the sum of your past for you.
People ask me, like, do you forgive Ned for what he did? And
Does she?
I mean, the answer is no. Absolutely not. No.
Shit. I'm not gonna lie, like if someone cheated on me, I can't forgive them. But one thing I will say though, if you're not going to forgive them, why did you do all this? Why are you on the podcast? Why are you still speaking to him? Maybe like if you guys have kids, I understand like you're staying together for the benefit of the children. I don't really know if they have kids, but like why, like if you don't forgive him, why are you even on the podcast like this? Like, what?
Fuck no.
Now let's get one thing straight. Social media addiction is real, not just for the consumers, but also for the creators as well. There is no reason that they should be having this very intimate conversation that is filled with cringiness and exposing of their true natures for public consumption. This is a very private act, but because they are so addicted to attention and clout, that's the only reason why they are putting this display on for people to see. Again, it's almost like we're the third person in the group chat and you can't just leave because it becomes a text message. iOS needs to do something about that. That has to stop. They start off by framing it as this is something that they need. And while I might agree with them, please take us out the group chat because we aren't a part of that 10-year marriage with 2 kids that you had.
It's honest, vulnerable, brutal, but it's necessary for her to move forward, and I'm grateful for the chance to witness it. As disappointed as we were that something so private and painful became such a public spectacle, I get why people were so outraged.
I'm not gonna lie, he gotta be on
understand
suicide
that
watch.
is the reason that she can't move forward with any sort of public thing without addressing this. So this is that.
Now, the reason why they're claiming that they're
Okay.
putting on this whole spectacle is because they just can't move
That
past
sort of
this.
makes
I mean,
sense.
wherever they go,
'Cause
whether they
he can move past it, but obviously he's not the one who, got hurt, got cheated on. But I can sort of kind of see where the wife is coming from. Like, oh, it was a public thing, so now you got to go on this podcast and address this publicly. I guess I understand it because it's kind of like that power dynamic, right? Where like he lost all the power in the relationship and now he's down here. And I think he's probably trying to salvage it with his wife, but now she's in this power dynamic where like, man, just from what I just seen, even the little clips of the podcast, she's just punching down, like wants to make him feel that
They
shit.
look left, right, up, down. They cannot get past the fact that Ned cheated. It's affecting both of them in their real life.
And for the last 3 years, I've just hidden behind the scandal. Now I can't get out from behind it.
Yeah, because it's a big step to like sit down and do what we're doing and to talk about it.
Right. But even like going out in public with like my kids or just going out to dinner or
Damn, she said my kids, not our kids, my kids.
something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like the only thing that people see is the scandal.
Yeah, I'm going to call cap on that one. I'm pretty sure that
I'm about to
most
say, shorty, you is not like, ain't nobody checking for you. We know him. We don't really know you.
people walking down the street don't know who you are, going to dinner don't care about who you and your kids are, aren't asking you about your husband. I think that that's a very weird thing to say. Now, granted, there are people in this world that are parasocial. I've covered that numerous times, but I just don't believe that that is the case. This is two narcissists trying to get their talking points off. Now, when two narcissists get together, it becomes a pissing match as to who can be the more front-facing person, who can get the most attention. And because he is the cheater, Ned is the clear winner in this conversation. Granted, I'm only giving his ex-wife a little bit of flack here because she wants to be on camera having this conversation. She really shouldn't do this. I think that it's nasty
I
work.
agree.
But Ned is a person who can't even take accountability in this conversation for the damage that he's done. They're sitting here having a conversation as to the guilt and shame that she has to carry for the rest of her life. And instead of owning up to it, Ned brings in somebody who I didn't even think was a factor in this conversation.
Not only did you having an affair just
let me
it
see
shattered our
this.
marriage, but it also like all of that guilt and shame, you like hoisted that on me. Like you gave that to me. And now I have to carry that around for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position. It's certainly not true. And no, it's not something that I imagined as I was doing that. I think none of it was.
Wait, did he just blame society? Did they get married to society? As a society, we're put into this? No, as your ex-wife, she's put into this. And you did it. Like, you cheated on her. You're the one who betrayed your vows. And you did it so sloppy. The fact that Ariel disclosed in this conversation that the way that she found out was by somebody sending her a picture means that you had to be doing stuff in public with somebody else who was also engaged, might I add you. You didn't even recognize how big you
Ooh, damn it! Ooh, moving like the CEOs that got caught at the game.
were. Like, this was a fan who sent her the picture. You're nasty, gang. And now you're sitting here exploiting your wife's trauma that you caused, by the way, for clicks and views. Do I believe she should have signed up for this? Absolutely not. But the fact that this is even an option for this to have taken place in the public eye because you want to get some sort of monetary gain from you cheating on your ex-wife is some of
No lie, it's fucked up. Like, not to be super controversial, but same thing with the Charlie Kirk stuff. If you guys been seeing it, like, I get it. If you want to mourn for him, mourn from him. If you feel bad for him, etc. Obviously, I'm pretty sure most of us, if not all of us, condemn violence. But the way they did his funeral, bro, that was honestly disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was so disgusting. I'm not even gonna get into it, but
the weirdest shit I've ever seen, and I'm sick of this content brain society that we live in. Everything that we see, do, interact with, the traumas that we live in real time is not for public consumption. I don't know why people think that that is the case. It's weird, and later down the line, it always has negative impact on the person that is in the video.
Let Ned
Of
Fulmer
course.
be a reminder to you guys that not everyone needs a podcast, especially him. And naturally, a big reason why is because he threw away his marriage to have an affair with his producer. But you know what else? He's just fucking
Crazy,
boring. When he
bro.
was with the Try Guys, he did the whole wife guy thing because he just wasn't interesting or cool enough to carry his own weight. And now, even in this weird comeback he's attempting, he's still just riding the coattails of
Do you guys feel that he wasn't funny enough? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any of the Try Guys are funny. Like, that's not why people are watching the videos. They're not really they weren't a funny bunch. I think we watched the videos just because, like, they do interesting things, and it was like this tight knit group of friends. They weren't really funny. Like, they're not comedians.
It's not clicking to him that nobody gives a fuck. He's like, I broke your trust. We don't give a fuck, Ned. We actually don't give a fuck, and we didn't like you at the time. We felt bad for your wife. We didn't give a fuck about you.
I, at first, was like, this feels like a humiliation ritual. Like, why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing anything for this man? And then I was like, oh, she hates this guy. She hates this guy, and she wants us all to see what she sees, because he's insufferable. Also, why did he seem so grossly unprepared for this interview? Sir, it's been 3 years. Why are you caught off guard by the questions that you're asking her? And why are you asking the questions so creepy? At the end of the day, she said,
I'm not gonna lie, like, she dragging it. I think she's dragging it. I don't think he's asking them creepy. I think, again, it's just shouldn't have done it regardless. I don't think it's creepy though. She's dragging it.
she doesn't forgive him, and they are no longer together. And that's a win, okay? A win is a win.
Ned was ultimately a legacy act on YouTube who built a brand from being just available and consistent on the internet for a long time. Now, his growth in story is amazing from like a creator perspective, but ultimately he just wasn't this like funny guy or entertaining guy. But the fact that he feels as if he had to come onto the platform and give us, the fans or the viewers, an apology or a reasoning or a video explaining as to what happened and let his ex-wife dunk on him in public is showing that, you know, he is just so content brained that he does not understand the gravity of the things that he did, but rather, you know, getting his shit off in the public eye. It's okay for him to that's get kinda, dumped on by his wife because he's gonna get 780,000 views and a couple commentary channels talking about him. That's the way he's gonna jumpstart his career, because he's a fucking loser. Now, I would say that I implore you to go back and watch this podcast, but when I say it is really, really cringe, because Ned is dry
I don't think I can
asking
watch
these,
it.
you know, questions. He clearly looks unprepared. He actually looks uncomfortable because I guess he didn't think that his ex-wife was going to lay into him like this. His answers are BS, and honestly, it just made me want to cut it off. This was worse than like a train wreck. But there has to be something said about these people who are so content focused and so content forward that they are willing to put their most intimate personal life details on public display, even if it doesn't result in the outcome that they specifically want. Like, even if they get dunked on for the view, it's okay because at the end of the day, they got the view. I don't think that's a good way of going about cultivating some sort of...
It's not even like views. Like, well, it is partially views, but it's the views for the money, right? He's like, oh, like, I'm getting these views, I'm getting this clout, it's going to translate into money.
Audience, or, you know, gaining some sort of traction. This was actually a really, really tough watch. I'm really surprised that I stuck through the whole thing. Ned, you're a weirdo, gang. Yeah, that's just weird as a whole. You're stupid.
It makes a lot of sense, guys. I think it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, hard watch, very hard watch. He honestly ruined the whole franchise just from lust. Just couldn't keep his dick in his pants, bro. Mind you, I don't even think his wife is ugly. I think for him, like, she looks pretty good, you know? But hey, he's too much in the sauce, man. It's the flesh. Well, thank you everybody for coming and watch the video. Brandon Stay Busy is out, and see you in the next one.